Here we are, folks. Oh, we're going to show something very simple, comfort food. We all love it. It's pizza.
Pizza.
Got Daryl here for the first time. You finally made it.
I'm here to eat.
So we're gonna do I'm gonna show you how to do a dough. It's very simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do this stuff. You can make your own ways of putting stuff on. We got a special way that Lisa is going to show how we crisp up the bottom and do
cool.
the bottom of certain.
Yeah, mine always ends up soggy.
The soggy bottom boys.
Yeah.
So the way I do this is these are the ingredients we're going to do after we make the dough, and this dough can be used for many things. You can make pizza frites. We do this all the time. Yeah. We do pizza frites on the grill. Lisa,
oh wow,
we love it. There's no grease, and it tastes just like fried dough from the fairs. So you can make bread, you can do rolls, you can do all sorts of stuff with this. So what I usually do is I start out with. I heat this up over here. You can kind of see this is just regular water. I use distilled water. That's a little bit. There's nothing really in it, especially if I'm doing this. You want to heat this up when you don't go over. I was just reading this. Yeast dies at 120, 30, 40 degrees. So you don't want to put boiling water in this little thing here. This is where you start.
I'll get the yeast.
Get the yeast. Yeah, you don't want to kill the yeast. And I researched this. I only do it just like it's enough to where you can touch the water and it's somewhat warm. But my recipe is fairly easy for the dough. The teaspoon is going to be used for everything. Teaspoon of yeast, teaspoon of sugar, teaspoon of not a full teaspoon of salt. Some people don't put salt at all. And I always heard that salt kills the yeast if it's put directly on it, which I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't know either.
I've never really had a problem with that, so I always put it in
sugar
afterwards.
and you're gonna
Yeah,
put
what I'll do
yeast
is we're
and
going to
water.
do the water. We're just going to warm this up.
And then them little critters are going to start eating up all the sugar and grow. Can we put that on a magnifying glass? I want to see it.
And you see it, yeah. So when you get the yeast like this, you're just going to do this. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not a full, So
it's not heaping.
No, you're going to get that in there. Yeah, it's not heaping. Then we're going to close this up.
That's those little buggers will get out.
That's it for that, and that goes back in the fridge in a minute. So what I usually do with this is see already it's already warm. Now obviously if it was super hot, I wouldn't be
bottom warm too?
I wouldn't be putting my hand in. You want to touch it?
Yeah. Ah! No.
So it's just warm enough to get the yeast started and proof. Listen, I'm not a cook or a chef or anything.
Is that an exact amount of water you got?
Exact. Yeah. That's actually pretty good because that's about where you want it, right about there. I usually get it a little more. There's about I don't know. People usually have these little dishes or whatever. I just been using these for years. Whatever it is, a cup or a couple cups, and I kind of stir it around because it gets kind of chunky in there. So you get this going.
I'll stir that. You go ahead and get the flour going.
Start out with 3 3.5 good cups because my recipe it'll make
kind of I feel, right?
It'll make this is all going to be feel. This is all going to be feel.
What are you looking for when you feel?
The stickiness will disappear.
No spilling the wine.
We'll leave this
hey Daryl, happy birthday!
Daryl's birthday.
Aww, thank you.
I can't believe he's.
I'm 21.
So the sugar we're going to we'll get the sugar going too, and this will get everything going here.
Oh, yeah, the little monsters in there.
And
yeast
keep it.
On that?
And what I usually do is. Salt wise, I go like that in the palm of my hand. Like I said, some people, my mother.
You put it right in there with that?
I do it and keep stirring it, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And then usually they say maybe 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 2 tablespoons, but I just do it by eye. Boom, boom. And get that nice and going, get it going. It'll start bubbling up in a few minutes while I'm doing the dough here, getting it ready. We're going to pour this right in here. Right away with a fork, we get it going. Dary, you want to throw that in a second? Nah.
Throw it?
I know, you're going to lightly toss it in a second. So we're going to get this stirred up nice, and it'll start getting dry. Now, the big thing with dough is if you go too dry, and I've had this happen before, there's no coming back. So you got to kind of feel and get it there. I'll do everything in here, and this will be a great thing for a sausage bread also. Yeah. And I usually pat it down. The trick is to not get your hands right in there right away.
Yeah,
I put the flour on there and I just kind of pat it, and where I see stickiness, I get it going, and then I can kind of work it in, because otherwise your hands, and again, I've done thousands of these in 20-something years. I've been doing these homemade pizzas for the house.
You should make it for the family.
I've gone, yeah. The
house don't eat much.
The family loves it. Yeah, the house don't eat much. Yeah. So I pat it down. I kind of squish it down because, like I said, I don't want it sticking all over my hands. And so I get it going, and then I'll transfer it to the table. I'll put a little bit of Daryl. Just do a little. Yep. Just do a little thing there. We didn't give you your apron. You need your apron?
Oh, I'm good. I don't want to cover up my Yankees.
No, you're advertising. There you go. Hey, Yankee. Lisa's doing the camera work today. We're doing the cell phone show thing again today. So, and what I usually do is I'll get my hands kind of floured up like this and
keep kneading it.
Yeah, you need it, and it's a feel thing, and you're gonna make mistakes, happy mistakes, as Bob Ross used to say.
Yeah.
Remember the painter?
Happy mistakes.
Happy mistakes, and even if
so, you're just looking for a nice firm consistency without being sticky. Right?
I don't want it sticky. I can have it a little tacky, but the thing is, I like it tacky at the very end, is because it'll clean up the whole table.
Oh well, you're just lazy. You should clean up after.
Yeah, but it cleans up nice. It'll see. I can feel it being tacky, and it'll clean up my hands too. It'll start sticking everything. You just keep going. You want to do this to feel. And what we're going to do is we're going to get to the end of this, and then we're going to cut. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to town. We're going to put the pizza. We're going to put the dough down, and we're going to start loading it up with some of this stuff.
Nice.
Look at that pepperoni.
I know.
Take a picture
pepperoni.
of that. Look at this deli pepperoni.
There's a whole pound of.
You want to try a piece?
No.
Try it. And I would do this for several minutes. I'm going to shorten this up here just to show you so we can get going. We're going to get this pizza cooking. And what I usually do is I'm
making it into
cutting it like that. Like, see how I'm doing that? And I spin it around, but it'll get smoother the more you keep going. And if you don't have I got a cover for this. You want to do the olive oil in here so it doesn't stick to the sides when it expands. Because we're going to have an extra dough for pizza frites or something when, maybe tomorrow, or we'll use this dough for something. And you set this somewhere where it's kind of warm. On a warm day,
not too warm.
It'll raise nice. Push it down. Raise nice again. Push it down. It'll stretch very nice.
How often? 30 minutes, an hour?
Yeah, you just check it every so often. I'm going to set this over here because we have the oven on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut, and then we're going to come back quick, and we're going to show you what we do with building this pizza. This is all homemade. We got the sauce, everything. We're going to be showing you the techniques for that. So let's cut, and then
come on, I'm hungry. Let's go.
I know we got to feed the bear here. So. Hey folks, Tony here, Dr. Uniforms. Just want to tell you, give you a little update about stuff that we're doing here with the medical stuff that you see here. We got a lot of medical things coming in. We're rearranging the store. We're adding new things. We're adding new merchandise in. And one of the brands we wanted to show, we just got these in, and we've been selling quite a bit of it. We've gone through quite a bit of these, but this is a rack here. But these are what's called the Koi. These are made by Koi Uniforms French Bull. It's got the French Bull design, super soft scrubs. Just to mention, we're adding these in with all of the other high-end brands we carry. The Forward line from Landau, the Med Couture stuff, the Prince, the Cherokee, all this other stuff. This is just another high-end brand that we're bringing in to the store here. So I thought we'd bring in for spring and summer, bring in the yellow. You can see they have the great little contrasting little tags and things on here, but it's called French Bull. You'll see the tags when you come in. So we're starting to bring this stuff in little by little, try to freshen up the store a little bit. And we have the new catalogs here. You can probably go on the websites. We'll try to put some things up here as we get going. We haven't had Koi in the shop in a while, so a lot of new stuff from the Koi brand. And some of these other ones, we just got a few prints and things in here, some things that we can try to hope to sell as a set here. You can see this beautiful color here. These are the Koi lights, and again, very light material. And this color is a power jogger, they're called, and it's your wine color. Anybody that needs wine or burgundy, but you can see the beautiful contrasting with this, and you can also wear black with this. And don't be afraid to mix and match this with another brand pant with another high-end company, so that would work out well. And another one that we have here to show the koi, just to show a few. And we have these in the joggers as well. And again, these are the koi light stretch material. And you can see this beautiful, it's like a patchwork print, the koi stretch. And you can see the beautiful designs with these. You know, all these companies are great companies. Everything we have here in the store is fabulous companies, but this is just their design, how they put the zipper on the side here. And, you know, they got the stretch waist on these ones here. Some come with the stretch waist, some come with drawstring, some come without drawstring. It just depends on which model you get and which style, which company you're dealing with. So you can see how this matches up nice with this print here. So we try to get them so you can buy them as sets, and sometimes we give specials when we do them as sets as well. So you can come out and check these out. Right now I got some extra smalls, I've got some smalls, I got some mediums, I got some larges, extra larges, and we can get these in. Their shipping seems to be a little bit better nowadays. So you want to stop on down and check out the koi stuff that we're bringing into the store. We are back, and Daryl's stomach's growling. I can hear it. So what I usually do now, we're going to do it the way that I feel comfortable with, is I'm going to make the pizza shell. And that's another thing that you can do, is you can make pizza shells. We'll just freeze them and do them just like you buy them in the store, you know, and you just do them yourself. The pizza shells, I usually do, this is preheated to 450. The pizza shell, I'm going to have to put it on here and watch now because it's at a higher heat. I usually do it at 350, somewhere, a low heat, so it cooks a little slower. So what I'm going to do is here's the dough that I did early this morning. And it's, you smell that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's the dough. So yeah. You punch this down. So when you get this in the bowl like this, you know, this one's kind of a stick one, but you're going to see how it spreads. It'll spread fairly nice. You can see the olive oil, everything's in there nice, and it's just a nice dough. You know? And so what I usually do is I just work it like this, and I make the pizza shell, and I just get it going. It spreads nice, and I think maybe because of the oil and everything, it just makes it go a lot easier. This
so you don't
one
want to
raised.
Get flour to spread it out.
No.
Tighten it up.
No. This is easy. This is a really good dough right here. So what I did was I let this raise 2 times, 2 or 3 times, and I punched it down, and it'll just keep growing and growing and growing and growing. And this will spread out to one of these trays. I use these trays because they're a little easier to get the pizza off. Sometimes you get the ones with the thing around the edging or around the sides. And they stick and they don't work right. This one I can kind of,
a little lip.
Yeah, and my mother, everybody, we've done them over the years in those, and places do them. And I got the round ones, I've got the pizza stones, I've got all that stuff here. But we're just mainly gonna make. See how it just turned it into a stuff. No, we're not gonna do that yet.
I'm just getting
you want to eat
reach.
it? You want some of it?
No. I'm just
want to make a
making them
soup?
for your reach.
We're doing this nice. And I like the edge up a little bit best you can.
Yeah, it keeps all the cheese on it.
Keeps everything in there, and then, like I said, nothing will come out. And then I usually kind of back it off a little bit. I've spread this out. So there's a pizza shell. So we're gonna throw this in there. Lee, you want to open that up? There's Mia. Mia's on the floor here. Dogs always know what's going on. So
What is that?
we're gonna.
There's no toppings on it. What are you
No,
doing?
we're doing the pizza shell. That's just a shell.
Oh.
Getting you nervous.
5 minutes.
We're gonna do this for about 5 minutes. I got to keep an eye on this one and get, because this is gonna be cooking now. So, so we're gonna cut here, and then we'll be back in a few seconds. Yeah. Okay.
Jeez.
Cut.
Doesn't that take forever?
So here we have the jock socks. These, you can hold these up and kind of read the back of them. These are lifetime guarantee socks. These are the only socks I wear. These are the best socks you'll ever wear. You can read what it says on there. Lifetime. There's no catch with. It's not a limited lifetime. It's a lifetime. I send these back when I accidentally get holes in them, or my dog chews them up, or I get bleach on them, I put them in a bag and I send them back, and they send me I just got another 8 or 9 pairs back from Florida. So,
No kidding.
but they are great socks. They're what does it say? Moisture management. Moisture. Can you read it?
But now I went out the glasses.
Moisture management.
Oh, moisture management. I don't know. I can't read.
Mesh.
Mesh.
Yeah. So it's got airflow technology, moisture management. They are padded, cushion, absorb impact. They absorb impact. Y-shaped heels. Yeah, it's got the padded bottom, smooth toe seams, reduce irritation, no slip tops. They stay in place. They're great socks. You just have to come down and try these. I've been selling these for about 20 years. We don't sell any other socks, and if I get any other brands in, I usually give the other brands out for a promotional for the boots that we sell down here.
Oh, yeah.
So you want to come on down, just try them. And I got boxes of them down here. They sent us. And we do have the shorter ones, the ankle style ones, and we got some two-tone ones, and we got the long ones. I even got extra large ones here for, I think they fit from 13 to 15.
And all of them are lifetime warranty.
Yeah, and they're all, no questions asked. You send them back to the address on the back, and they'll send you a brand new pair. We are back, and we are going to pull this pizza shell out. It only took a few minutes here. Usually, pretty much, you want to cook it and just kind of look at it and see. This one cooked pretty quickly because we had it on high heat. But you see, it looks just like a regular, very hot. You want to be careful. But it's
shell. Makes it easier to work with too, right?
It comes right out. Yes. So what we're going to do, and I haven't done this technique, Lisa has, and she's trying to help me do this here, so I've only done this a few times. So we gotta take that shell off, and maybe Daryl or somebody will hold the, you want him to help?
Yeah, let me hold the camera. I want the camera.
All right, here we go. We're on Daryl cam. I gotta follow the directions of Lisa, because now we're at a step that I'm not used to doing yet, so.
Just slide the dough out onto
We're going to do this, so want to have the Muppet mitts. Sometimes what I do is, if you're worried about it sticking or something, I kind of give it a good couple of hits here. Get it kind of flop around. See what it just did?
Yeah.
Kind of loosen it up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to get it on here now. This is all a new technique that.
It's just to make it a little bit crispy.
Yeah, and it's going to get it out there.
Whoa.
And again, it's pretty hot.
Nice.
So this is the trick that people are going to be like, what the heck are you doing? How are you going to get that in there? So we need to put that on. We're going to put that in there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what you want to do is.
You want to put it back on the tray?
I think
right back on.
you think I can carry it like this?
No, just take your tray.
Oh, we're going to put it right, and we're going to cook it right on the tray.
Put the tray back here, and we'll make it. And then we'll slide it off.
Okay.
On the tray.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna cook it. Mia's watching down here. She's our little Shih Tzu dog here. She's 13 years old, I think. She's the best of everything. They got these dogs, I tell you. All right, so the first thing I usually try to do is I put I usually get the brush. Yeah, there's the olive oil. And you can use regular. This is extra virgin, I think. So you kind of get it on here. We're going to do this quick. And you can have fun with this. Take your kids, and you can actually, what you do is, we used to do is, as the kids used to make their own little doughs. We'd give them their doughs, and they would do it. You want to get around the edges, too. My grandmother used to do this with the sauce as well. When she would she'd do the pizza, she'd make sure that she went around with a big spoon.
Sure, so
and
got the crust.
And got that right on there. So there really isn't a specific thing to do. You could, sometimes I'd sprinkle extra things on there. If you wanted to do a little bit of pepper, you can kind of go like that. If you wanted to put, do a little bit of salt, you can do that. You can put hot pepper flakes. You can do any of that stuff on here. So, but this is kind of like how my grandmother used to do it, from what I remember. And she would just kind of spread it around.
Use your own favorite pizza sauce.
You can go to the store and get your own whatever pizza sauce. This is something we do. You want to have it a little sweet. You can put the sugar in there too. Put it to taste. And the sugar, I think, helps down with the acid too. When I do it from scratch with the sauce too, and I'm cooking the sauce, I'll put a little bit of milk. Just a little bit. Just a little splash of milk in there, and it cuts down the acid of the tomatoes. But see how I'm getting it to the trying to get it right on the end here.
I was gonna say, use your hands. Come
Get
on,
it-
I'm hungry.
get
Get
right
it
in
done.
Yeah, get it right in because we got the
There you
stove
go.
going. Like I said, the stove's at 450. You can go hotter if you want. Just put it all right down.
Yeah,
do it
smother
that-
the sucker.
Let's do a diagonal.
And then we'll
thing.
do a cheese layer that holds it all together.
My grandmother, another thing with the cheese is you don't have to do it what she used to do, and I do it quite a bit, is I put the cheese on a few minutes before the pizza's actually done. I'll pull it back out, and then I'll put the cheese on, and it'll make it so the cheese is nice and stretchy. You know, it doesn't overburn it and make it, you know, just like cardboard. You know,
Right.
sometimes you overdo it. Is that good? Want a couple
more.
Do a couple more.
Just for
You're doing great.
I'm being taught.
You got clumps.
I'm
Move the
doing
clumps around.
tots.
spread it around.
Come
Ah,
on.
there you go. Come on, you got it. All right.
Onions next? You like onions? You don't like olives?
No, I'm not an olive person either.
How
No,
about,
I like olives, but not on my pizza.
how about
Like it in Ray pizza.
No fish, no little, no bony little things,
no
no
anchovies?
chovies, no.
Like I said, you could do this a few minutes before it comes out. We're gonna just put it all right in and let it go because we already cooked the.
This is a different style.
Yeah, this is
because
a
the dough was
different-
cooked already.
This is a different thing here, so. My grandmother used to tell me that too. Oh, always take the pizza out right before. Oops, right before it's
Gotta
done.
get that cheese to the edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we spin it around a little bit.
Nice.
And we're gonna see how this comes out. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this baby in the oven, and we're gonna come back. You stay tuned. We're gonna come back and we're gonna have
We're
the
gonna have
taste
to
test.
cut. We're gonna have to cut until it's done because my
Yeah.
stomach is making
Yeah.
too much noise now.
Now that looks
Take a look.
Oh
Take a
my
Why
look.
don't you sprinkle a little
gosh.
more cheese on top, the grated cheese.
Yeah, and then we top it
Oh,
off with
yeah.
this.
That's look good.
Are we recording?
Yeah, I think so.
Is it counting down? All right, we're putting that on there. So stay tuned.
In we go.
We will be back for the taste. Do not miss.
This coming
Because-
out.
Yes. Now we're going in. We're gonna take this
You
off.
can try to pick this up now. You
I
can pick
think
this
I
up.
think I can do this. Move, 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 move.
Ooh, he's clever.
I wouldn't have done it.
I wouldn't have done it either that way.
That was a very dangerous way to do it, but usually.
Absolutely.
Put it in.
All right, so you would normally take this here, put it in like this, and slide it in. You probably wouldn't want to do it the way because if it rips, it's going to be a mess all over the place.
I was waiting.
Or if you do not do the parchment paper, you would have the pizza right on here, send it right in. For the novice and the people that don't want to try that, do it that way. But this is a little different way you're going to see. So stay tuned. We will be right back for the tasting. Hey folks, we just want to go through a few things that we have here in the store that some of you may not realize we actually carry down here in the store. I know our name says Dr. Uniforms, but we are more than just medical here in the store. We do quite a bit with medical, we do quite a bit with groups, we do quite a bit with law enforcement, we manufacture chef coats. Folks, make sure you stop on down 1311 Oriskany Street here in Utica. Open Tuesday through Friday, 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 3. And again, we hope to see you soon down here at Dr. Uniforms. So we are back. We have to pull this out of the oven now, and Mia's just waiting. She's wanting something.
She knows something's
So
cooking.
we're gonna pull this out of the oven here, and you got to be very careful with this. I can't remember if I had. You got to turn this off. Do I have to have the mittens on? Yeah, I probably should.
I can do it.
The Muppet.
Want me to
mittens.
do it?
You want to try it?
I used to be a baker.
Put them on.
I don't need those.
Come on.
So you
No,
hold
nuts.
the pan and Daryl will pull it out. Hold on.
There we go.
Hold the pan, Tony.
Get them up a little bit.
Wait a minute. It's gonna peel. Okay. Put it right on there.
There you go.
Ooh. All right, so this is what's going to come out. You're going to have to throw the paper out, obviously. You can look at
Wow.
how beautiful, huh? Daryl?
Mm-hmm. What are you guys gonna eat?
Now, I think the trick is when you cut these, what's it going to sound like? So Where's our one?
Paper.
Let me see
Where?
the bottom.
Can you see under there?
Yeah. Oh, that looks nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, how's it look on there? Look at how beautiful. So,
Oh, you got the professional slicer.
did you hear that?
Wow, nice and crispy.
There we go. So,
Okay.
you can see how beautiful it is.
Nice.
So, we're gonna get some plates. Here.
Wow.
One for Daryl, grab one.
This half?
Right.
Who wants to taste it first?
Since it's Daryl's birthday,
Oh,
give him the birthday taste.
careful, it's hot, Daryl.
Mm-hmm.
That's like right out of the oven. That's like right there.
That color.
So we're gonna try it too.
Careful, it's hot.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Let me tell you. You gotta try this. You gotta do this. This is a great pizza. This is one of the best ones I've done. We've done.
And it's not that hard. It's easy to do. And the results are great. It's just as good as any pizza you buy in the store. Or order.
That is awesome.
I want to try this, but I want to do the upside down.
Yeah. You do it that way.
It's
So
just
folks-
basically the same thing.
So folks, we're gonna do these little cooking segments. We're gonna have little segments on these shows from now on. You gotta try this homemade pizza from scratch, the dough, everything that we did here. If you want to do the parchment paper, if you don't want to do the parchment paper, you can use the tray here.
Parchment paper makes it a little crispy.
Yeah, the parchment paper is gonna make it a little crispy. If you don't want to try the parchment paper, eliminate the parchment paper, cook it on that. So you can show them this. You can cook them on the tray here. Cook them right on the cookie sheet. Do the same thing. It'll come out good too. So we're gonna sign off from the show, the Dr. Uniform show. Daryl's birthday.
Happy birthday!
As always, folks, we always hope to see you soon right here at Passion Cooking, right here at Dr. Uniforms. Enjoy, eat, make this pizza. We're going to see you soon.
love it.
You'll love it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.